viewers all over the world, you are welcome to Toydel online class. Today we want to talk about geometric progression, that is GP. GP. This is otherwise known as exponential sequence. It's otherwise known as exponential sequence. Then the ratio of a term and that immediately preceding it is always a constant. That is, in this case now, if you have a sequence, say, if you have a sequence like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, dot, dot, dot. In this sequence now, it's different from the arithmetic progression, because in the arithmetic progression, they have common difference. But here now, we realize that for us to be able to get difference between the first and the second is a form of a ratio. That is, for us to be able to get 2, it will be 2 divided by 1. For us to be able to get this, the 2 again, it will be 4 divided by 1. So in this case now, the first term, the second, third, fourth, and in that order. So the first term also, in this case, T1, is denoted as A. Why we have what is called the common ratio? Not in geometric progression, which is exponential sequence, we talk about common ratio, not common difference. Will be second term divided by first term, or third term divided by second term, and in that order. Because we call geometric progression as exponential sequence. And we talk about the ratio of a term, and that immediately preceding it is always a constant. That is, this is a term 2, and T1, the one that immediately precedes this T1 is T2. So the ratio will be T2 divided by T1, and we have the common ratio here. So look at what we have on the board. The common ratio R can be 2. If you have T2 minus T1, that's 2 divided by 1, that is 2. Or 4 divided by 2, 2. 8 divided by 4, 2. You realize that the ratio, common ratio, is also common. That ratio is common for this sequence. So that is what we are going to get. Now let's look at how do we now generate the formula. T1 is equal to A, that's the first term. T2 will be, how do I get this 2? It will be A multiplied by R. That is, in this very example, let's look at this very example. T1 is 1. So how do I get the second term? Second term will be first term multiplied by common ratio, and that will be 2. Let's look at T3. T3 is equal to, how do I get T3? That is 4. It simply means that we are going to have A R squared. That is, I will have 1 multiplied by the square of the common ratio, and that will actually give me 4. So in this case now, under arithmetic progression, when we want to find the common difference, we subtract. When we want to know the next term, we add. But in geometric progression, if I want to find the common ratio, I will divide the second term by first term. If I want to know the next term, I multiply. So under geometric progression, we use division and multiplication. Under arithmetic progression, it is all about addition and subtraction. If you continue in this form, then Tn, the last term, will now be, look at when the subscript is 2 here, we have R to be raised to power 1. When the subscript is 3, we have R to be raised to power 2. Now, when the subscript is now N, what are we going to have? We are going to have A, R, then it keeps reducing by 1, N minus 1. That is what we are going to have. Then this is the formula to find the last term or the nth term of a geometric progression. Let's take note that if you want to find the last term or nth term of geometric progression, we go ahead and use this formula to find the last term or nth term of geometric progression. So that is the formula that we have on the board. Let's take note. Thank you.